Two Hertfordshire police constables have been issued with final written warnings following failures that led to the murder of Christine Frewin in Welwyn Garden City on the 27th of January 2021. So these are failures that led to the murder, not failures in investigating the murder. PC Gemma, Walsh, Beasley and PC Mike McDermott faced the misconduct hearing this week, in which it was found that the pair failed to adequately investigate allegations of harassment, stalking and assault, and failed in their safeguarding of 25-year-old Christine and her 3 young children. Christine was found murdered, having been stabbed 17 times by Ataines. The day before she was murdered, 4 police constables had spoken to the couple after Christine called police over a domestic incident. She had arrived at Ataines' flat to collect the 3 children, but he refused to let them leave. Christine alleged to police that Alex had sexually assaulted her, stalked her, harassed her, and that he had left the children alone in his flat that same day so that he could follow her. Police decided not to arrest Staines and instead allowed the 2 youngest children to stay with him at his flat overnight. That evening, a Hertfordshire police inspector is said to have requested that Staines be arrested over the allegations made by Christine, but PC Walsh, Beasley and PC McDermott told their inspector that they didn't feel it necessary, and so he wasn't arrested. The following morning, when Staines returned the children to Christine, he forced his way into her home and brutally murdered her. The subsequent investigation, which led to the pair's misconduct hearing, found that both PCs had breached the police standards of professional behaviour in relation to duties and responsibilities, orders and instructions, authority, respect and courtesy, and discreditable conduct. It found that they had failed to safeguard Miss Frewin and her children, demonstrate professional curiosity, or follow up on reasonable lines of inquiry. And they were also found to have not complied with the Hertfordshire Constabulary Standard Operating Procedure in regard to domestic abuse, including the use of body-worn video, use of police intelligence systems and investigative opportunities. So, not just a minor fuck-up it would seem, but rather a catastrophic one. PC Walsh Beasley was also independently found to have breached the standards of professional behaviour by lying to a senior officer when discussing the events of the domestic incident. The IOPC's Regional Director Graham Beasley said, "We offer our sincere condolences to the family and friends of Christine Frewin and all those who are affected by this terrible incident. While there is no suggestion that PC Walsh, Beasley or McDermott could have foreseen the tragedy that would follow, the next day they failed in their duty to safeguard Miss Frewin and her children. There was information to suggest Mr. Staines was an increasing risk to both Miss Frewin and their children, and this information was not effectively reviewed or acted upon. They also appeared to take Staines' account of events at face value, where Ms. Frewin's account was repeatedly challenged and interrogated. There are historic public confidence issues in regard to police contact with victims of domestic abuse, particularly where a homicide occurs within a short time frame. This is why forces now provide detailed and comprehensive guidance for attending domestic abuse incidents, but these officers seemed unaware of it, as lots of others are." Now, even with all those failures and the lies to senior officers, both Walsh, Beasley and McDermott were also involved in a physical altercation at a work social event in London, which arose from an argument about the IOPC investigation. But yet they still managed to keep their jobs. Now, I can't think of any job where your actions or lack of leads to the death of someone, you lie to cover it up, then you get in a fight with your colleague over the investigation, and you would get to keep your job. I mean, it's an incredible outcome.